Have you ever met someone who spoke English confidently, even though they didn't know thousands of words? And have you ever wondered why some people study English for years but still hesitate to speak? The answer isn't talent. It isn't intelligence. It's something much simpler. In today's episode, we are going to uncover a 30-day speaking challenge that has helped countless learners become more confident. And one small daily habit might surprise you.
Welcome to the Listening English podcast. I'm so happy you're here. I'm Jack. And today we are talking about 30 days to improve your English speaking. If you've ever felt nervous before speaking English, forgotten simple words during conversations, or wondered how to become fluent without spending hours studying grammar, then stay with us. By the end of this episode, you'll have a simple 30-day roadmap that you can start today.
Hi everyone, I'm Rose, and I have to admit something. I understand a lot of English when I read or watch videos, but when it's my turn to speak, my mind suddenly becomes blank. It's really frustrating.
You're definitely not alone, Rose. Millions of English learners experience exactly the same problem. The good news is that speaking is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with the right practice.
That's comforting to hear. Sometimes I think maybe I'm just not good at languages.
Many people believe that, but it's simply not true. The biggest difference between confident speakers and struggling learners isn't natural talent, it's consistency. Small daily actions create big results over time.
So you're saying I don't need to study 5 hours every day?
Not at all. In fact, many people waste hours using methods that don't improve speaking. During the next few minutes, we will explore a 4-week plan with simple daily exercises that gradually build your confidence. And there's one exercise in week 3 that many learners ignore, even though it can completely change the way you speak. We will get to that soon.
Now you've made me curious. I can't wait to find out what it is.
Great. So grab a notebook if you'd like, relax, and let's begin your 30-day journey towards speaking English with more confidence.
So Jack, where should someone begin? If I decide that today is day 1, what's the very first thing I should do?
Start with something that surprises many people. Don't begin by speaking, begin by listening. Think about how children learn their first language. They spend months listening before they say their first clear sentences. Your brain also needs good English input before it can produce good English output.
That makes sense. So week 1 is all about listening?
Exactly. We call it the listening foundation. Your goal is to train your ears to recognize natural English. Spend just 15 to 20 minutes every day listening to clear English. Podcasts, short conversations, interviews, or simple stories all work well.
Should I understand every single word?
No, that's one of the biggest mistakes learners make. Don't chase every word. Chase the meaning. Imagine watching a football match. You don't look at every blade of grass. You watch the whole game. Listen for the main idea first.
I usually pause the video every few seconds to check the dictionary.
That's useful sometimes, but not during your first listen. Here's a simple daily routine.
I'm listening.
First, listen without subtitles. Second, listen again with subtitles. Third, repeat 2 or 3 interesting sentences aloud. This trains both your ears and your mouth.
That sounds much easier than memorizing long grammar rules.
Exactly. Let me tell you a short story. A university student wanted to improve her English before an interview. Instead of studying grammar for hours, she listened to 15 minutes of English every morning while walking. After 1 month, she noticed something amazing. She wasn't translating every sentence in her head anymore. She was understanding naturally.
That's encouraging. So listening changes the way our brain processes English.
It certainly does. And before we move to week 2, here's a little challenge. At the end of every day, ask yourself one question. What is one new sentence I heard today? Not one word, one complete sentence.
I like that. Complete sentences feel more useful.
Exactly. Your brain remembers language better in context.
All right, we have finished week 1. What happens in week 2?
Week 2 is all about vocabulary building, but not in the way most people expect.
Let me guess. No memorizing 100 random words every day.
Exactly. Imagine learning the words umbrella, elephant, government, and sandwich together. They are unrelated, so your brain has to work harder.
Then what's a better way?
Learn vocabulary by topics. One day focus on food, another day on travel, then work, family, shopping, hobbies, health, or technology. Your brain loves connections.
Can you give an example?
Of course, let's choose the topic restaurant. Learn expressions like I'd like to order. Could I have the menu? The food was delicious. And can I have the bill, please?
Those are phrases people actually use.
Exactly. Fluency comes from phrases, not isolated words.
Sometimes I forget new vocabulary after just 2 days.
That's perfectly normal. Here's a powerful trick: use every new word 3 different times on the same day. For example, if today's word is confident, you could say, I feel confident today. Then, my friend is a confident speaker. Finally, practice makes us more confident.
That's much better than simply reading the word 10 times.
Absolutely, language grows through use.
You mentioned famous examples earlier. Did anyone famous learn languages this way?
Yes, many successful multilingual people spend more time using words in conversations than memorizing endless vocabulary lists. They understand that communication is more important than perfection.
That's a huge mindset shift.
It really is. And now comes the week I teased earlier.
Finally, I've been waiting for this.
Welcome to week 3, speaking practice. This is where many learners become nervous.
That's definitely me.
Here's the surprising truth: you don't need another person to begin speaking practice.
Really?
Yes, start by talking to yourself.
Some people might think that's strange.
Maybe, but athletes practice before competitions, musicians practice before concerts, speakers practice before giving speeches. Why should English learners be different?
So, what should I talk about?
Describe your day, describe your room, explain what you're cooking, talk about your plans. Even if you make mistakes, keep speaking.
Can you give me an example?
Sure, today I woke up at 7, then I made breakfast. After that, I studied English for 20 minutes. This evening, I'm going to watch a movie.
That's simple enough for beginners.
Exactly, remember this. Confidence grows while speaking, not before speaking.
I think many people wait until they feel confident.
That's the trap. Imagine learning to swim by reading books, but never entering the water. Speaking works the same way.
That's a great example.
Here's another exercise: record your voice for 1 minute every day.
Listening to my own voice feels uncomfortable.
Almost everyone feels that way at first, but after 1 week, you'll notice improvements. Maybe your pronunciation becomes clearer. Maybe you pause less often. Progress becomes visible.
I never thought of using recordings as a progress tracker.
That's exactly why they are so powerful.
Is there another exercise?
Yes, shadowing.
I've heard that word before, but what does it really mean?
Listen to a native speaker and repeat immediately, almost like an echo. Don't worry about perfection. Focus on rhythm, pronunciation, and natural speaking speed.
So I'm copying the speaker?
Exactly. Think of it as learning to dance by following an experienced dancer.
I love that idea.
Many fluent speakers have used shadowing for months. It's one of the fastest ways to improve pronunciation and confidence.
Now I'm excited about week 4.
Good, because week 4 is where everything comes together.
What's the focus?
Fluency training.
How is that different from speaking practice?
Speaking practice helps you produce English. Fluency training helps you produce it smoothly. During this week, stop worrying about tiny grammar mistakes. Focus on keeping the conversation moving.
That's difficult because I always stop to correct myself.
Imagine driving a car. If you stopped every few seconds to adjust the mirrors, you'd never reach your destination. Fluency means moving forward.
So it's okay to make small mistakes?
Absolutely. Communication always comes first.
What exercises should we do during week 4?
Here's a daily routine.
I think comparing day 1 and day 30 would be really exciting.
It really is. Most learners are amazed by the difference.
What changes should people expect after 30 days?
They probably won't sound like native speakers, and that's perfectly fine, but they will notice several improvements. They will hesitate less. They will remember useful phrases more easily. Their pronunciation will become clearer. Most importantly, they will stop fearing English conversations.
That sounds like real progress.
Exactly. Progress is more important than perfection.
What if someone misses a day?
Don't quit. Imagine climbing a staircase. Missing one step doesn't mean you walk back to the ground floor. Simply continue the next day.
I think many people needed to hear that.
Here's one final secret: celebrate small victories. Maybe today you understood a complete podcast. Maybe tomorrow you spoke for 1 full minute without translating. Those small wins become big confidence over time.
I love that idea because learning English sometimes feels like such a long journey.
Every fluent speaker once struggled with simple sentences. The difference is that they kept going. 30 days may not make you perfect, but it can completely change your habits, and habits create fluent speakers.
You've made this challenge feel realistic instead of overwhelming.
That's exactly the goal. One day, one conversation, one improvement at a time. And remember, in our next episode, we will reveal a daily habit that many advanced English speakers use to keep improving even after they become fluent. You won't want to miss that.
Jack, we have covered so much today. Before we finish, could you give our listeners a simple action plan they can start today?
Absolutely. Sometimes people listen to a podcast, feel inspired, and then wonder, what should I do next? So here's your simple 30-day action plan.
Perfect. I'm ready.
Takeaway number one, practice every day, even if it's only for 15 to 20 minutes. Consistency beats long study sessions once a week.
So, a little practice every day is better than studying for 3 hours only on Sunday?
Exactly. Small daily improvements create amazing long-term results.
What's the second takeaway?
Takeaway number two, listen before you speak. Feed your brain with clear, natural English through podcasts, conversations, audiobooks, or videos. The more quality English you hear, the easier it becomes to speak.
That explains why listening is the foundation.
Right, your ears train your mouth.
What's next?
Takeaway number three, learn phrases, not just individual words. Instead of memorizing airport, ticket, and passport separately, learn useful expressions like where is the boarding gate or I'd like to book a ticket.
Those are much easier to use in real conversations.
Exactly.
Number 4,
Takeaway number four, speak every single day. Talk to yourself, describe your surroundings, answer simple questions aloud, or practice with a friend. Remember, speaking is a skill that grows through practice, not through waiting.
even 1 minute of speaking is better than 0 minutes.
Absolutely.
And the fifth takeaway?
Takeaway number five, record your voice once every week. Don't judge yourself. Compare your recordings and celebrate your progress. You'll notice improvements that you might not feel day by day.
I think that's a great way to stay motivated.
It really is.
Any final advice for everyone taking this challenge?
Yes, don't compare yourself with someone who has been learning English for 5 or 10 years. Compare yourself with the person you were yesterday. If today you understand one more sentence, learn one more phrase, or speak for one more minute, you're moving in the right direction.
I love that mindset. It makes the journey feel exciting instead of stressful.
Exactly. Learning English isn't a race, it's a habit. Keep showing up every day, trust the process, and let small improvements build into big confidence. 30 days from now, your future self will be thankful that you started today.
Jack, today's conversation completely changed the way I think about improving my English. I used to believe I needed perfect grammar before I could speak confidently. Now I realize that listening, practicing every day, learning useful phrases, and speaking without being afraid of mistakes are the real keys to progress.
That's exactly the message we wanted to share today, Rose. Fluency isn't built in a single day, it's built through small, consistent actions repeated over time. If you commit to this 30-day challenge, there will be difficult days, but there will also be exciting moments when you suddenly understand more, speak more naturally, and realize that English is becoming part of your daily life.
And remember, everyone starts somewhere. Every confident English speaker was once a beginner. So don't wait for the perfect time. Start with day 1. Stay consistent and enjoy the journey.
Also, don't forget that learning English should be enjoyable. Listen to stories, watch videos you love, have conversations, and celebrate every small improvement. Every sentence you speak is another step toward confidence.
Thank you for listening to the Listening English podcast. We truly hope today's episode gives you the confidence to begin your own 30-day English speaking journey.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in the next podcast. In our next episode, we will explore another practical strategy to help you sound more natural and confident in English. Until then, keep listening, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep speaking. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you very soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Happy learning.